What's up everybody, it's Hokage, welcome to the video. As you can see by the video's title, today I'm gonna tell you my opinion on the topic of the Boruto manga and whether you should read it or not. Now obviously this video is not gonna contain spoilers regarding the plot of the manga, so if you stick only to the anime you can watch this video normally. And another thing that I want to say is that in case you decide to read the Boruto manga, and if this manga is your first manga that you ever decided to read, I'm gonna have a video in the description of a random person explaining how to read manga, because basically you don't read manga from left to right, you read it from right to left. But in case you want to see a visual example of the thing I just said, you can click the video in the description after watching this video, or now, whatever, I don't know. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So first of all, you need to know a couple of things about the Boruto manga. Unlike most manga which come out every week, especially when it comes to Shonen Jump, this manga comes out once per month, which can be very, very painful because, you know, the way that, you know, Kishimoto, Ikemoto, and Kodachi are writing this manga, every single chapter has a massive cliffhanger at the end, which is normal, you know, you have cliffhangers everywhere, but you know, the Boruto manga just does it on a whole new level, and having to wait for around 30 days all the time, as I said, can be very, very painful, frustrating, and you know, it just fucking sucks, that's the point. So that's the first thing you need to know. Second thing you need to know, and this is not 100% confirmed, I'm gonna explain why I think this might happen, but the Boruto anime could potentially get ahead of the Boruto manga. Let me explain. So first of all, not only... okay, I need to give an example first of a different series that did it already before talking about this. Dragon Ball. I personally never saw Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super, whatever, but I do know for a fact that, you know, Dragon Ball Super anime is ahead of its manga, and, you know, like, you have where, you know, Dragon Ball Z, and then, you know, after Dragon Ball Z, you know, you have Dragon Ball Super, and kind of similar situation here, you know, Naruto and then Boruto. And also I know for a fact that, you know, Dragon Ball started with the readaptation of the movie, and Boruto is about to do it, like the Momoshiki arc literally just started. So yeah, these two series share a lot in common. And I think that the manga of Dragon Ball Super is also monthly. And I just wanted to give that example. And another thing that I want to say is that, you know, first of all, the manga is monthly, right? But even the manga itself, the pacing is relatively slow. And for example, the last 3 chapters, Boruto is fighting against a certain villain. I'm not going to spoil it, obviously. And according to my calculations, which could be wrong, of course, these 3 chapters could easily be animated in one episode, maybe a bit more. But I'm not even joking. For those of you who do read the manga, just think about it. The whole fight that's been going on for the past 3 chapters. It is a good fight, but in terms of length, when it comes to anime, it can be adapted very, very easily in one episode. And I'm not even joking. And the way I see it, the Momoshiki arc that just started is going to have max 25 episodes. And obviously the manga, the first 10 chapters cover the movie, basically, the Momoshiki arc that's about to happen in the anime. And after that, you know, you have some new stuff. So I really don't see how the anime won't get ahead of the manga. One thing though that could happen is that the manga switches to being weekly. In that case, there's no way that the anime is going to get ahead, but it doesn't look like the manga is going to become weekly at any point, because you know, Ikemoto isn't capable of drawing at such a high pace like other mangakas out there. So, you know, that's the main reason why the manga is monthly. So, as I said, there's a high chance that the anime is going to surpass the manga. Another thing that we need to look at is, you know, money. This is a monthly series, so obviously it earns less money than a weekly series, referring to the manga. And, you know, it doesn't even have like a set release date, for example, every 25th in the month. No. Sometimes you could get the chapter on the 29th, sometimes 28th, 30th, sometimes the 1st. You know, it's very fucking unprofessional. You get what I mean. And I think the real money will come from the anime, because obviously, not everybody reads the manga in the first place, but literally everybody watches anime. I'm not referring to Boruto, I'm referring to pretty much all anime/manga series, because 75% of, kids and young teenagers are not going to read the manga because they just want to see everything animated, in colors, blah, blah, blah. So those two things you need to have in mind. The first thing being the fact that the manga is monthly, and the second thing that there's a chance that the anime might get ahead of the manga. With that being said, my honest recommendation, in case you still haven't started reading the manga, is actually not to start reading the manga. Let me explain. I do know for a fact that a lot of you who read the manga are probably pissed at me right now. But the thing is, you're gonna enjoy the content that, you're gonna enjoy the anime content less, because obviously at one point the anime is gonna adapt the same stuff that's going on in the manga. Now you could say this for all anime/manga, because in 90% of the cases, the manga is ahead of the anime, right? But with Boruto, it's a bit different. The stuff that's going on right now in the manga is it's like hype. It's really, really hype. And Boruto had this slice of life tone for a very long time. I personally like it, but I do know for a fact that not most people, but many people don't like it. So if you decide to read the manga, and when you get to all hype stuff that I'm talking about right now, you're gonna enjoy it significantly less in the anime. And plus, as I already said, there's a big chance that the anime will get ahead of the manga, so just stay away from the manga just a bit more. And yeah, guys, that's basically it. In conclusion, if you still haven't started reading the manga, my honest recommendation is not to read it. Not because it's bad, it's getting better and better with every chapter at the moment. But I'm not going to repeat all the points that I already mentioned. That was your boy Hokage. Twitter and Discord links are in the description below. And yeah, if you're new to the channel and if you're into Boruto, consider subscribing. That was your boy Hokage, and I will see you in my next video.